Obviously, most of my videos, I talk about my road to recovery from binge eating and food addiction, but the truth is there's so much more that has come from this journey. It's something I've kind of touched in other videos, but really haven't gone into much depth. When I gained weight, I lost myself. And I'm just talking about the first 10 pounds, 20 pounds that I gained. Like, that was a really tough time. I've always put so much worth into my looks that when I started gaining weight and hating the way that I looked, I started to hate myself. So I started hating myself, canceling plans, not meeting up with friends, definitely not going out and dating at just gaining 20 pounds. Imagine how it was when I eventually came over 300 pounds. There was nothing anybody could say to me because in my head, I was the biggest, ugliest person in the world and a huge failure. I just look back to pictures of when I originally gained that initial weight, like in college, and now I'm dying to be back there. Like, I would love to look like that again. But in that moment, I hated myself, everything about myself, every outfit that I wore, every thing that I did, I isolated myself. It's when a lot of my really bad problems started to manifest. The more I hated how I looked, the more I stayed in. The more I stayed in, the more I ate. The more I ate, the more I gained weight. And the more I gained weight, the more I hated how I looked. That was the vicious cycle that went on for over 10 years. Being heavier takes such a mental toll on you because, for me at least, because it consumed every thought in my brain. Every room I was in, I was thinking, was I the heaviest one here? You don't want the floorboard to creak when you walk across it because everybody's going to think it's your weight. You automatically put up walls because you don't want to be approached by anybody because you don't want to ultimately get rejected. You just stew in these negative thoughts about yourself and what others think of you or what you perceive others are thinking of you. And it did not matter if anybody complimented anything about me because I did not believe it myself. I think about if somebody that I loved was going through what I was going through, I would never think of them differently or look down upon them. I would recognize that they're struggling in this moment of their life, but it doesn't change who they are as a person and it doesn't devalue them. And I know that's how my friends and family view me, but I wish we had the feelings that we feel for others for ourselves sometimes. I am so much more compassionate to even strangers than I am to myself. Throughout this healing journey, I have given myself a lot of grace, and I'm so proud about how far I've come. I've gained a lot of confidence despite me still not loving how I look and being where I want to be. So much more to work on, so much more to say about this topic, but needed to get this off my chest.